I'm filming the moon. I don't know how good it's going to work in this camera out here in the dark. It's not the best camera in the world, but that's what I got right now. Maybe I'll move it over just a little bit. It will not the way of the branch. Anyway, now I can't see it at all. Good job. There we go. A little bit better. Why do we all feel the need to take our frustrations out on the people in our lives that we love, that are closest to us? Is it the fact that we feel comfortable with this person enough to go to a place with them mentally in a conversation that you would never dream of ever going in your life? I mean, I don't know, maybe some people just don't get along. Some people are on medications that make them act strange. A lot of people are on medications that make them act strange. There's a lot of people on medications, period. God, this whole country is on some kind of drugs one way or another. If you're not on prescription drugs, you're on street drugs. If you're not on street drugs, you're on vitamins and supplements. And if you're not into that, then you're into steroids. I mean, it's just like, alcohol. If you don't like that, pick a flavor, pick a poison. Oh, and don't forget to wash it down with a good, nice pack of menthol cigarettes. And make sure you blow it in the face of everybody that doesn't smoke. That's always really, really cool. You know, I'm on the East Coast now. I used to be on the West Coast about 5 years ago, and man, I miss the no smoking. I really do. I miss a lot of stuff about the West Coast, but mainly the health conscious attitude that the people had out there. It was the healthiest I've ever been in my life. That's where I quit smoking. I quit smoking. I laid down cigarettes. What's it been now? 14 years ago, on the National Smokeout, and in '99, I was at a sea cottage up in Oregon, right on the border of California and Oregon. Gorgeous. And I went up there, and I just sequestered myself to this cottage, and I put the cigarettes down. And the first 10 days were the worst days I think I can probably remember having in a while, but I've had some worse days since then. But no, the first week is torture. After that, it really is a breeze. You just you've got to redirect the energy that you were using to put into the cigarettes. If you don't redirect your energy into something else, then you will relapse and get back on the cigarettes. I have a person in my life that I care about very, very much, very close to, that I love, and they have several respiratory problems, and serious ones. I mean, ones that will kill you. And they refuse to quit smoking cigarettes, and I don't understand why. I just don't understand. This person last year was hospitalized for pneumonia, and it was bad case of pneumonia. They actually had to do a procedure where they went in an invasive manner with some kind of device and vacuumed out the lungs, basically, is what they did. It was very painful, and it was very expensive, and you would think I mean, this person really literally almost died. Not just from the procedure, but from the lack of oxygen and just the whole 9 yards that goes with smoking. And I'm telling you, if you're smoking now, I know it's hard. I know it's hard. It's probably so. I mean, it's so addictive. The government, whoever is in charge of it, they spray addictive chemicals on. It's not just tobacco. You got to know that. You get online and look up a list of the ingredients that go in cigarettes. If that doesn't make you want to quit, then you're not reading the what's in it. I can tell you just a few chemicals. Ammonia. They fluff their tobacco and ammonia and it adds volume to it. They put gunpowder in the papers. Those little rings in the paper on the cigarette. You ever notice how a cigarette won't go out when you put it down? It keeps burning right down to the filter, doesn't it? Well, if you get some organic grown tobacco from a nice, respectable tobacco store, no additives, just tobacco, and roll up your own cigarette, and that's what I was doing before I quit. It's not the same. As a matter of fact, it's not even the same. Like, that helped me quit was rolling, going to the store and getting the natural, organic, chemical-free. It was a Dutch and Turkish blend, and it was really smooth. And I rolled up my own cigarettes, and it was nothing like a box of cigarettes. And that's about when I realized that I had to quit. So I quit, and I don't regret it. I can taste my food. I know people that get erectile dysfunction from smoking cigarettes. It causes erectile dysfunction and what's the word I'm looking for? Sterility. Sterile. It makes men sterile. It can cause hormone imbalances. It causes all kinds of bad problems because it's poison. Poison. There's just no two ways about it. Period, point blank. It's poisonous. Wow. What is that in the camera? I am so glad I'm getting this on film. Oh my goodness. It's the second one I've gotten on film outside here. Come on, light up for me. I see you. Yeah, the dog's starting to growl now. I guess they know I'm out here making a video. Wow, that was cool. I can't wait to run this back and see what that was. Huh. I don't see anything now. There it is. Well, now I've lost my train of thought now that I saw that. Oh, we see all kinds of lights out here. We have orbs. We have whatever you call them, the Vril disc, little Sportster models that fly and buzz around. There's a lot of strange air traffic in the area I'm in. I'm basically on Lookout Mountain. If any of you are familiar with Lookout Mountain, it's kind of like a tri-state, Georgia, Tennessee, Alabama trifecta state line in this beautiful place where all these waterfalls are, and there's caves and caverns and just absolutely gorgeous Appalachian, the beginning of the Appalachian Mountains. If you haven't visited the Appalachian Mountains and you're into nature, and you like the earth, you like what you see, I would highly suggest that you go check out Lookout Mountain. Lookout Mountain, Cloudland Canyon, Ruby Falls, Tallulah Gorge, Klamath Falls. There's a endless amount of places and caves and waterfalls and forests around here. That was one thing about out west, unless you were in the redwoods, you really didn't have any trees much to speak of. There goes some kind of crazy plane. I hear it. You hear it? I can't see it. There it goes. I don't know if I'll get it on film or not. Well, I don't know what that was. That's probably a drone. And no green and red lights. They're supposed to have a port starboard, fore and aft. Yeah, they didn't have any of that going. I hear a propeller, but it was just one little flashing light. Alright, there's the moon again. Now that we're done looking for discs. Okay, well, I just wanted to rail a minute about cigarettes. Man, y'all give them up. They're just another poison the government's sliding into your body. Not to mention that they're too expensive now. And they're offensive. They're extremely offensive. Once somebody stops smoking, you people out there that have stopped smoking, you know what I'm talking about. Or you non-smokers, you know what I'm talking about. It's repugnant. The smell of a cigarette that gets into your clothing. I mean, you know, I can't stand to breathe. I can't even. It makes me nauseous. I get like violently ill from the secondhand smoke. There are some toxic chemicals in that smoke that do not agree with me, and I think so many people are so numb on so many different chemicals, between the caffeine, between the nicotine, between the psychotropics, and everything from here to Bolivia and back. Everybody's numb. No wonder nobody notices what's going on around us. You gotta wake up, you gotta sober up, you gotta do whatever you gotta do to reach a point of, I don't want to say enlightenment, but how about, let's use the word awareness. Be aware, at least. I mean, you are a powerful living entity, and this whole system is corrupt. It's void. It doesn't work properly. It's no good, and it's hard to be in the world and not be of the world. So I'm down here in the trenches with you, my fellow humans, ladies and gentlemen, and I appreciate you watching my videos and listening to me blather on about usually not much of anything important. Alright, well, I am going to cut it here because it's getting long. I'm sure y'all are all sick of hearing me, and I want to run it back and see if I can see what these lights are doing. That's really crazy. It's doing it again. That's all up there really close to the moon, too. Okay, guys. Y'all have a good one. Talk to you soon.